Nope is the latest horror film by director Jordan Peele, who I've been following since he first appeared on Mad TV almost 20 years ago. With his previous entries into the horror franchise Get Out and Us, Jordan Peele has just proved that he is the current master of horror. But is Nope a horror movie? I think it's more of a sci-fi. It's that fun little mix of genre that falls somewhere around the lines of The Twilight Zone. Nope is about a rancher family who have fallen on hard times after the patriarch of the family is killed by falling debris from an aircraft. Played by sci-fi and voice acting legend Keith David. The rancher's son, OJ, played by Daniel Kaluuya, must pick up his father's business of working show horses for Hollywood films, which is not his strength. Kaluuya is easily my favorite actor in this film. He's not interested in fame or fortune or anything like that, or even showmanship. He just wants to take care of their horses and live a nice, dignified, solemn cowboy life. He's kind of a man of few words in a world where everybody is trying to get their instant 15 minutes of fame. I wasn't a huge fan of Kaluuya, but in this film in particularly, I definitely feel like I'm watching OJ on screen rather than an actor portraying a character. And that's saying a lot. OJ's younger sister, played by Keke Palmer, is the opposite. She's well into the instant fame burden world and acts as the face of their business to both OJ's benefit and weakness. Then there's also the neighboring rancher Jupe, played by Steve Yuen, a former child star who went all in on creating a western theme park on his plot of land with his family. Of the other side characters, we also get Angel, a disgruntled worker at Fry's electronics store, and Antlers, a famed cinematographer played by Michael Wincott. It's nice to see him getting roles again after he wasn't really doing much at the time I made my Count of Monte Cristo review. Nope is a rarity among films made today. It's a completely original, tightly written, genre-blending story that has the balls to take chances that actually pay off. These are the type of films that we need more of, and I'm hoping that Jordan Peele continues to make movies like this, while also producing the movies of young directors who similarly want to take those type of chances. It's honestly very difficult to talk about this film without any spoilers at all, so at this point I just implore you to watch the film if you haven't already. It's definitely not a waste of your time, and you'll find something about it that you'll enjoy, regardless of your taste. In terms of accessibility and appeal, I think it's pretty universal. I don't think there's many people who are gonna dislike this film. This is the type of movie that you haven't seen before, and it will keep you thinking about it weeks later. Definitely catch this one this year. It's a solid 4.5 out of 5 for me. Hey there, just cutting in from the future. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying this video. Now, on to the spoilers section, because I definitely want to talk about some of the themes of this film and the writing. Let's talk about what I think the strengths and the weaknesses of the film are. Strengths. I absolutely love everything about the creature idea in this film. It's just such a great take on the already established and well-worn UFO idea, but I also love that it also references real-world UFO developments that have been happening recently.
No one knows what the fuck a UAP is, so everyone lost interest.
I saw that Navy clip.
But to suggest the theory that's far less common that UFOs are actually a biological entity is such a really cool idea that I've never seen in movies yet. And they don't hold back on it at all. Like at first you just kind of get little glances and little references to the creature where you can kind of just make it out, but not really. And by the climax you get the full brunt of the entirety of the creature, which is extremely generous. While the first two acts of the movie allow the audience to savor all of the great build-up leading up to the climax of the film. One of my biggest pet peeves, especially in creature films, is where 90% of the film you don't get to see the creature at all, and then for the final 10%, it completely loses its mystique. You only see it from a bad angle or obscured from view. Nope isn't like that at all. It delivers everything you wanted that the first half of the movie builds up. The concept of the creature itself is also just so unique. I love how it goes through many different forms throughout the movie, and there are so many well thought out aspects of how it interacts with the natural world, since I guess they imply that it's a natural sky creature of some sort. I also love the name Jean Jacket instead of just some generic creature name or description title. I like that it actually has a name. Likewise, what elevates the movie for me is the heavy use of theme discussion, and foreshadowing throughout the film. This is why you get all of those scenes with flashbacks of Gordy on Jupe's old show. These scenes are so well done that they're just as scary as the main element of the film. And they add a ton of theme building, like the idea of a bad miracle, coming to an agreement with a natural predator, or just trying to exploit the natural world for fame and fortune. Now lastly, let's talk about the ending, because I feel that this is where the weakness of the film is to me. Not that it's still not a great film, but there's a weak element here that I need to discuss. The weakness of the ending isn't the ambiguity of the ending. I actually enjoy that a lot. Who survives? Did the creature end up living after all that? What happens now? Those type of questions are perfectly fine to end the movie with, especially for a science fiction film. Instead, I find a weakness in the climax scene where Antler says something about the impossible shot and takes his camera and leaves. I do understand the idea here and how it does fit into the themes that they present earlier in the film. At one point earlier in the movie, Antler says he sees himself as being on top of a mountain with the sun shining on him, and it's not really what he wanted to be. So maybe that's why he decided to do what he did. Maybe he figured that some things in life are better to be experienced, and you just can't capture that to show to somebody else. But then he also starts recording again while giving himself to Jean Jacket to, I guess, get the, maybe what he considered was the real impossible shot of him being consumed by Jean Jacket. Another thing is that it's also kind of unclear how many cameras he had. I know he has the really big IMAX one that Angel is changing out the film on, but then I swear he also has another little handheld camera that he hand cranks himself as well. Plus, since he was filming on his way up to Jean Jacket, I think he kind of anticipated for at least his camera to survive that, because what would be the point of recording otherwise? It's kind of weird, but like, I don't know, maybe it's something I'm not getting, but I felt like the problem with it isn't the theme or the interpretation of that scene. I feel like the action taken was forced to lead to the characters having to deal with Jean Jacket after the climax. Like they were kind of just writing in extra obstacles for the characters to face, and it could have been done in a better way. But anyway, that's how I felt about Nope. It was easily one of the best films I've seen this year, let alone this decade so far. But what did you feel about Nope? Did you enjoy it? What do you think about the ending? And what do you think Antlers was trying to do? And what are your theories regarding the ending or just the concept of the creature itself? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.
Didn't I tell you this motherfucker was gonna come up here with a non-electrical camera? Let's go, boy!